Hi, I'm Bill Gardner, captain of the All-Americans and president of Smart Parts Incorporated. We invented this paint gun. It's probably the best paint gun in the world. It's called the Shocker, and it's an electro-pneumatic gun. There are a number of characteristics of this gun I'd like to discuss. First is the extremely low pressure pop on the ball. This gun fires at between 150 and 180 psi behind the ball. This produces an extremely flat and accurate trajectory. The gun is, the main three features of the gun is accuracy, extremely low ball breakage, and very quiet. In fact, it's so quiet that many of your opponents won't even hear it fire at up to 40 yards. It's even hard to hear at all, and they don't duck, so you tend to hit them more often. Well, let's take it over here and shoot it. All right. We sell the stock shockers here, but we also do a number of modifications to the gun, including the air assist. This is a very unique modification. What we do with this is we use the pop of the air coming from one of the solenoids to literally force the ball into the chamber. This allows us to achieve faster fire rates and less ball breakage. We also do a lot of trigger work. The basis of the gun, it's a switch that's in here that fires the gun. The trigger is a switch. You can do all types of things with the switches to make them more sensitive, to shorten the pull, such things like that. So this is basically a shocker, and I'd like to take it over to the bench there, take it apart, and show you how it works and what's inside. All right, let's take a look at the guts of the shocker. This is the electronic board. This controls the electro-pneumatic timing of the gun. This is really important because what this allows us to do is control the cocking of the gun, and particularly when you pull the trigger of the shocker and you hold the trigger in, the bolt doesn't stay open. It actually actuates within a time cycle. And what this means is that you can't double feed or drop two balls. Many other guns in the market will drop two balls if you don't have an anti-doubler. An anti-doubler is like a wire nubbin that prevents the second ball from falling. What this achieves is better accuracy because you're not pushing that ball past the nubbin. Your groups are generally better. The second part to the electro-pneumatic function here are the two solenoids. Okay? These two solenoids control the workings of the gun. The front solenoid here is the firing solenoid. It fires the firing piston or opens the valve that puts the energy behind the ball. The second solenoid, this is the bolt solenoid. This basically cocks the gun or cocks the bolt. Let me show you the parts in the shocker. First part is the bolt. The bolt is very simple. It's very similar to an autococker in that it has a ram, but the ram is actually built into the bolt itself. As you can see, it's a very simple piece. The second part, there's actually only three moving parts in the whole gun, really. The bolt, the fill piston, and the firing piston. These are the components from the lower chamber, or the firing chamber. The solenoid actuates, which blows the firing piston back. That allows the gas to come up and hit the ball and launch the ball. When the firing piston comes back to its original position, it opens up the fill and fills the chamber. So the shocker is an extremely simple gun, very few moving parts. That's what adds to the terrific design. On top of that, I want to add that the shocker is very complete compared to many other guns in the market. With a lot of other guns, you have to add nitrogen systems, you have to do all types of modifications, and you pay a lot of money to get this all done. The shocker was designed with the idea of a complete system in mind. You don't have to use a nitrogen system because the pressure is so low. Most of the work has already been done to the gun to make it, out of the box, basically a tournament-ready gun. We're very proud of it, and we think you will like it a lot.